Hello and welcome. This is Andy here, and we're going on about the benefit cuts again, the PIP, which is due to be obviously voted on very, very soon, and it's looking likely to be the 1st or the 3rd of July. There is time, but there's not much time to go. Now, there are several things that I need to tell you, one of which is Scope have just handed in a petition which was 100,000 signatures, and it's a clear message to the government, even though they will probably put it in the bin and ignore it, because that's what they do. They're not really interested. And Scope is obviously a very, very big organisation for people with disabilities, especially CP, cerebral palsy. That's where they come from. That's it. That's their history. But this is a very much needed petition, and they're obviously very keen for you to get involved in this. Now, somebody in their comments, I don't know when it was, and I can't remember who it was, they said, well, what is going to happen? Like, is there anything that we can do? Like, is there any protests that we can go to, or any sort of gatherings that we can go to? Well, yes, there is. Have a look at this video. This is DPAC, Disabled People Against Cuts.
The government is expected to introduce the Disability Cuts Bill on the 18th of June and vote on it as soon as July 3rd. They're not even waiting for their sham consultation to finish on the 30th of June. Disabled People Against Cuts and our allies are organising a mass protest of Parliament on June 30th and a National Day of Action on July 3rd, when the second reading of the bill will occur. More details will come. Keep an eye on our website, our Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, Twitter still. But please, in the meantime, please write or visit your MP as soon as possible to give them the details the government are keeping from them. The total planned disability benefit cuts are at least £9 billion, not the £4.8 billion being reported. The number of households to be plunged into poverty by the PIP cuts alone is at least 350,000 to 400,000, including 80,000 children. 1.5 million deaf and disabled people will be badly impacted by the changes to PIP, not just the 800,000 being reported. MPs will be forced to vote on the cuts without having all the information, and based on misleading figures that have been reported. They're not letting us spend the summer getting the research, the expert analysis, and the insight needed for a change of this magnitude. They don't want us being able to talk to our MPs about it. Please go and talk to your MP, write to them, anything, get them this information. They need to know what the real cost is going to be. We're going to have to arrange these protests with very little notice. Please, we need as many people as possible to join us. Contact your unions, your local activist groups, your local disability groups, anyone. Please get them involved. We need everyone.
So as you can see, there's a protest 30th of June, and also the first when they're going to be doing the parliamentary vote, which at 1st or the 3rd, obviously confirmation is required on that. But that is 7 days from now, so the 30th of June, obviously being a Monday morning. I wouldn't be able to attend that because I have classes that day. But if you can make it to London, then please do feel free to contact them and tell them you're coming, because they need the support. They also need you to contact your MP as well, if you haven't already. And I know full well these MPs are a waste of space, but if they haven't been told about the details, and I'm sure they haven't been, there are a lot of people who are still ignorant. They still don't know what PIP is. They still don't realise that PIP is not an out-of-work benefit and that anybody can get it regardless of whatever you earn or you have in savings is for disabled people, and it's not easy to get, so there's nobody that I would say is getting it who shouldn't get it. And the fraud rate, we're talking 0% from the own government's statistics. So when people say, oh, there's fraud, I know 20 people who are claiming PIP and they've all got mobility cars and they blah, blah, blah. No, you're a liar. You don't know anybody, and if you did, then you need to provide the evidence and also report it. Don't just go around saying, oh, I know plenty of people. No. Your duty, bear in mind that it's 0% anyway, you're probably going to get laughed at. And don't forget, when you report something against somebody else and it's fraudulent, your report puts you in the firing line to be sued. You know, most of these idiots out there who say that are idiots. Basically, that's all I can say. They just think that they know something that they don't know, and they have absolutely zero evidence to prove it. The whole thing about the cuts is not final yet, so please, again, don't panic. It's not been voted on. I mean, the high likelihood of it, obviously, is about whether it will go through or not based on the MPs that don't vote. That's going to be the problem, is the fact that these people are being threatened that if they vote against it, then they're going to be kicked out. A lot of people are earning far too much money to be able to say, okay, I'll just not vote, because they don't want to lose their money, do they? I mean, it's just like, there are lots of things to do with this that we don't know yet, but as I say, we've got about a week to go yet before anything more will be known. So that's it for today. Have a very good day, and I will catch you next video. Oh, hello. Sorry to interrupt the video. Just to say that if you're interested in and keen to watch new episodes before they come out, the best way to do that is become a Patreon, and you can do that very simply. Just go to patreon.com/Andy Wright Online and sign up for a monthly donation, which can be as small as $5, which is hardly anything. If you think about it, you can probably get a cup of Costa coffee if you're lucky. But $5 a month will allow you access to all of the videos that I'm going to be bringing out in the next few months, and you will get them at least a week early, so you can entertain yourself with the new episodes. Sorry to bother you, but now back to the video.